Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao scheme is a central sponsored initiative by the Government of India launched on January 22nd, 2015 to address the declining child sex ratio and promote the education and empowerment of girl children. The objectives of this program is to improve the ratio at birth by 2 points every year and also enhance the enrollment of girls in secondary education and skilling programs, reduce dropout rates among girls in secondary and higher secondary education, and raise awareness about the safe menstrual hygiene management, that is MHM, and also to increase the institutional deliveries to 95% and above and to boost natal care. So the key features of this program will include the funding and the implementation. It is 100% funded by central government and implemented in all the states across the country and under the Mission Shakti Sambal vertical, and it focuses on multiple sector approach and collaborations between multiple ministries to achieve these objectives, that is health, education, child development and community awareness. The impact is that the SRB, that is the birth ratio, has improved from 918 in 2014-15 to 930 in 2023-24, and the national gross ratio of girls in school at secondary level increased from 75% to 79% in the year 2021-22. And the funding for this will be SRB less than or equal to 918 will receive 40 lakh per year, and that from 919 to 952 will receive 30 lakh per year, and more than 952 will receive 20 lakh per year. And this scheme has completed 10 years of its coming and was celebrated from January 22nd, 2025 to 8th March 2025. And it has integrated with the Mission Shakti, a comprehensive program for women's safety and empowerment, and includes the components like Women Helpline, One-Stop Centers, and Nari Adalat for women's safety and empowerment. So overall, the Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao scheme aims to create a supportive environment for girl children to thrive and reach their full potential. Next one is the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, SSY. So it is a savings scheme launched by the Government of India on 2015 as a part of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign. The key features of this include the eligibility, that is, a parent or a guardian can open an SSY account for a girl child below this particular age, and the account opening, that is, the minimum should be rupees 250 and maximum should be 1 lakh per year. The interest rate is a competitive interest rate which is currently 8.2% per annum and will be compounded annually. And there are also the benefits, that is exempt from the income tax under section 80C and 80C of the Income Tax Act. And the lock-in period, that is, the account will mature after 21 years from the date of opening, or when the girl gets married after 18 years, whichever so is earlier. So the benefits of this scheme include financial security, that is, SSI provides a secure fund for a girl's child education and marriage expenses, and there is a high interest rate, that is competitive interest rate, that grows from over the corpus over the time, and there is a benefit on the deposit interest and maturity proceeds. And the withdrawal can be partial or premature. So partial withdrawal is up to 50% of the balance can be withdrawn after the girl will turn 18 for the higher education expenses. And premature closure is account can be closed prematurely in case of marriage or the demise of the account holder. Other details include the account management. So only one account can be opened per girl child, and the deposit period, that the deposits can be made for 15 years from the date of opening the account. So overall, the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a popular savings scheme which is specially made for the financial future of girl children in India. Balika Samriddhi Yojana (BSY) is a government initiative launched in the year 1997 to promote the education and well-being of girl children in financially challenged families. So the key features include the financial assistance. It provides financial incentives for education and health, and it will not encourage child marriage and promote gender equality. The eligibility would be children that are born on or after August 15, 1997 in below poverty line families are eligible for this. The benefits include that one-time grant of rupees 500 after the birth and annual scholarships for education ranging from 300 rupees to 1000 rupees depending on the class. So the scholarship amounts are as follows. For classes 1 to 3 it is 300 per annum, class 4 500 per annum, class 5 600 per annum, class 6 to 7 700 per annum, class 8 800 per annum, and class 9 to 10 is 1000 rupees per annum. The application process is to obtain an application from the Anganwadi workers in the rural areas and for the health department functionaries in the urban areas. So for rural areas it is the Anganwadi centers, and for the urban area it is the health department functionaries. And we have to fill in the required details and submit the form. So the documents include the girl child's birth certificate, address proof, identity proof of the parents or the guardians. So the other details of this scheme are the scheme is managed by ICDS, that is Integrated Child Development Services in the rural areas, and the health department in the urban areas. And the financial assistance is credited to an interest bearing account opened in the girl child's name. And the girl child can withdraw the amount after turning 18 provided she is unmarried. So these are the complete details about Balika Samriddhi Yojana. Next one is the National Scheme of Incentive to Girls for Secondary Education, that is NSIGSE, is a centrally sponsored initiative which is launched by the Government of India, that is under the Ministry of Education on May 2018. So the objectives of this is to reduce the dropouts among girls at the secondary stage of education and to establish an enabling environment to promote enrollment and retention of girls belonging to backward communities and to bridge the gender gap in secondary education, and also to improve the financial literacy, female literacy rates, and also not promote child marriages. So the eligibility for this would be girls who pass class 8 and enroll in class 9 belonging to the backward classes, and all the girls who pass class 8 from the Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas regardless of their caste, and unmarried girls below 13 years from families under the below poverty line, that is BPL. So the incentive provided include a one-time grant of rupees 3,000 deposited in a fixed deposit account in the girl's name, and the amount can be withdrawn after attaining 18 years of age and passing class 10th examination. So the benefits of this scheme are reduce dropout rates, that encourages the girls to pursue the secondary education and promote social equality and empower the girls, enhance female literacy rates, and help reduce child marriages, and also provide economic security to families. So, the challenges involved in implementing this scheme are limited awareness and outreach in remote and rural areas, and implementation gaps and administrative barriers, and there is a weak monitoring and evaluation mechanisms, and socio-cultural attitudes and financial constraints. So, these are all the details about this scheme. The Pradhan Mantri Maatr Vandana Yojana, that is PMMVY, is a maternity benefit program that is run by the Government of India, launched in 2010 and revamped in 2017. The objectives of this program include promoting appropriate care during pregnancy, delivery, and lactation, encourage optimum nutrition and feeding practices, including exclusive breastfeeding, and provide cash incentives for improved health and nutrition to pregnant and lactating mothers. So, the eligibility is pregnant and lactation women aged 19 years and above, and women who do not receive paid maternity leave are eligible for this scheme. The benefits are 5,000 cash incentive paid, that is first installment is 1,000, second installment 2,000, and third installment is also 2,000. The first installment is after registering pregnancy and attending the prenatal care services. Second installment is after 6 months of conception and attending the prenatal care sessions. And the third installment is after childbirth, registration, and immunization of the child. And the scheme aims to partially compensate for wage loss during the childbirth and child care. This scheme is implemented by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, initially launched in 53 and now scaled up to cover more across the country. The beneficiaries can apply online through the PMMVY website or through the Anganwadi centers. The impact caused due to this is over 4.41 crore beneficiaries have enrolled, with 3.98 crore beneficiaries who are paid under the scheme. And it aims to reduce the maternal and infant mortality rates by promoting safe and good nutrition practices. These are all the information about this scheme.